Welcome, collectors and diecast enthusiasts. Thank you so much for joining me for this installment of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Shinsei Caterpillar 777 off-highway dump truck in 1/90th scale. A very brief synopsis about Shinsei. They were a Japanese model manufacturer, and for a very brief time, they held the license to produce some CAT models, and boy did they produce some interesting castings over the years. So, this 777 truck was the result of a late night scrolling on eBay. I found one of these complete in the box, had to get it, and again, although it does say 1/90th scale, I'm very interested to see how well it shapes up next to some proper 1/87th scale 777s, which we will take a look at here later on in the video. But first, let's take a look at the packaging. There's the Shinsei logo, again with the Dolphin Caterpillar 777 truck, die-cast 1/90th scale. On the side, CAT 777 truck. This is interesting on the back. Once again, you have the Pac-Man logo for Caterpillar 777 truck. This little sentence here describes that the working feature on this truck is the dump box, which lifts up. Here's all your trademark information of the Caterpillar Tractor Company. You can see that it was made in Japan, but also over here, in very small lettering, it appears as though Shinsei had an American office in California, and the item number for this model is likely 4140. Once again, it bears repeating that before we go any further, this model is several decades old and is no longer available to purchase from the manufacturer. If you are interested in procuring this model, your best bet is to search for it on the secondary market and auction sites. All right, let's get it unboxed. There she is. So immediate first impressions are that it's in remarkably good condition for being as old as it is. So that leads me to believe that the seller was somewhat truthful in his listing, stating that this was a new unopened box version of this particular 777 truck. As you can see, the wheels are not very realistic in the fact that they are chrome, and obviously you would never see a construction vehicle with chrome wheels. But again, for a model, it does look kind of decent, and it would pop off in your display shelf. The decals on this truck in this model are not decals. They're in fact stickers, which wasn't too uncommon when you're dealing with models back in this day and age. So that's kind of par for the course. Also, the window tint is kind of a plastic insert with a blue coloration to it. So you don't see that much anymore, but it looks good. All right, we take a look underneath the truck here. You can see that the tires do not have a very realistic tread pattern on them whatsoever, but at least they are rubber. You can see it says 777 truck. We're going from the top to the bottom. 777 truck, Caterpillar with the Pac-Man logo. Also reads number 40, made in Japan, Shinsei Mini Power. Very neat there. As you can see, it also has very rudimentary dump cylinders, which we will test those out right now to see just how functional they are. I'd say that's pretty respectable. Again, given the age of this model, with it being well over 30, 40 years old, you can see that even back then they had the foresight to have three-stage cylinders. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And even probably more impressive is the fact that it will hold the angle. So very impressed with that. Your protection railing up here is also in kind of that chrome finish, but it is metal. I already mentioned that the decals, and there are not very many on this model, but the Caterpillar one here and the Pac-Man logo are stickers, so you want to be a little bit careful with that. Your access stairs. This is, if you're not familiar how the operator would access the cab over here, they are just casted into the overall casting, and they are not highlighted by any other paint than just the generic CAT yellow. And the lights as well, your working lights and headlights, once again, they're not highlighted by any paint, as they're just part of the casting. So, there's your look at the 777 by Shinsei. I gotta say, overall, again, for the date of it, it's a very unusual model. It's even more unusual that it's in an oddball scale of 1/90th scale. I really do like it. It's something different. Again, in today's day and age, it's somewhat rare to find one, especially complete new in this good of condition. So let's compare it to a couple other things I have. This is a older 777 that I have, which I believe is also from Shinsei. This one I don't have the box to, and it's not in near as good a condition as this. And it's also either an earlier run or a newer run, because it has the chevron warning decals on the front. It's a completely different shade of Caterpillar yellow. And as you can see here, the wheels are painted, whereas they are chrome on this one. So I'll have to do some more research and get back to you guys as to this little argument of chicken and the egg, which of these came first. If I had to guess, I would make an assumption that this one probably came first, and this one was a later run. They both say, yeah, if you look here, they both say model number 40, so there's no way really to differentiate the two. So that is, and I'd say they're probably, yeah, they're both about the same size. Nearest makes no difference anyway. All right, so let's compare it to a proper and exact 187 scale 777 truck. This is, of course, as promised, the CCM 777D. Now, by the time the D model was introduced, some, I don't know, 20 some odd years later after the original 777 was, it was obviously a noticeably bigger truck with a larger carrying capacity in the dump box. So taking that into account and adding that into the equation, I'd have to say that, honestly, the two look great together. Again, even though advertised in 1/90th scale versus 1/87 scale, if you were to purchase both of these and have them either on your mining diorama or parked together in a CAT dealership parking lot, I would say that's perfect in terms of having two posed together in 1/87 scale. I mean, the scale difference, you can almost negate it completely, in my opinion anyway. But you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you think. Again, overall, I would say that the Shinsei CAT 777 off-highway truck is definitely a worthwhile inclusion to hunt down. As I've mentioned already a couple times, it is a little bit of an oddball with the 1/90th scale, but once again, as I have demonstrated, it really doesn't matter, because the original 777 was a slightly smaller truck compared to the much newer 777D that's out there now. And I think, it's always nice to pose where the model started versus kind of where it went to. Obviously, the 777D is not the newest version of the 777, but it's new enough to make a statement and make a difference. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Until next time, take care and be safe. I'll see you in the next review.